Good evening, everyone, and we're here for opening night at Oldcastle Theatre Company for a comedy of tenors. Sorry, I have a fly around me there. A comedy of tenors by Ken Ludwig, and I have with me the director of the show this evening, Christine Decker. There you are.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm
Excellent.
really looking forward to tonight. I think the audience is really going to have a good time.
Excellent. It looks pretty, a lot of seats reserved, so that's good. Yes. So
absolutely, yes.
So this is this your first directorial debut for Oldcastle?
No,
in a major show.
Actually, I directed Fox on the Fairway.
Oh, yes.
Another Ken Ludwig.
Yes, that show was very funny. I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I did not know you directed that.
Yeah. So I guess I've been designated the Ken Ludwig farce director.
Well, excellent. So you've worked with obviously all of these actors probably before.
No, Max Arnaud was new to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Ethan I worked with in Lion and Winter. Oh, actually, Yvonne Perry was new to me. I knew her, but I'd never worked with her before.
Excellent.
But what a wonderful cast.
Excellent.
They are all equally good. And there's singing, and there's fights. There's wonderful fights, and there's lovemaking implied.
Ooh, whoa, risque too.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, well, farce. You gotta.
That's true. That's true. It is France too.
Exactly.
So tell us about the setting of this play. It's a sequel to.
It is a sequel to Lend Me a Tenor,
right?
But you don't have to see Lend Me a Tenor for it to make sense.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's just four familiar characters from the show in an entirely different setting, and the producer is very excited because he has gotten together these three tenors that are world renowned, and he's going to put on the concert of the century, and of course everything goes wrong.
Of course, that's what has to happen in a farce.
Exactly.
So, what's been your favorite, I guess, thing about directing this show?
Well, this was a real collaborative experience. I really relied on the cast to use their imaginations, and they have done that brilliantly. And, maybe I'd come up with a moment and somebody would say, hey, how about if we did it like this and tweak it a little bit, And so everybody is absolutely a part of this show. I don't really feel like I'm the director. I feel like maybe I'm the orchestra conductor.
Right, you're the manager. Yes, you do that. Yes, you do good work. Anything up for you? Are you involved in the next show, Broadway Bound?
I am not, but I'm doing some work at Hubbard Hall over in Cambridge, New York.
Excellent.
I'm doing Mystery of Edwin Drood, which is a musical.
Oh, cool.
That opens in November. Don't ask me the date, because
I won't.
Dates are
November.
And then later on in February, I'm doing a two-person show called The Velocity of Autumn.
Awesome. Is that here?
Yeah. No,
that's still Hubbard.
That's at Hubbard Hall, too. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm still teaching classes here. I'm trying to get it together an improv group so we can have an after-hours improv group.
Excellent.
So
busy.
Yeah,
but we're excited to see the show. Pretty funny. Do you think? Is it funnier than Lend Me a Tenor? I see your note in the play. You've been in Lend Me a Tenor.
Yes.
So do you find that it's funnier? Sometimes a sequel isn't, but it's Ken Ludwig. So
it's really hard to say. I think they're equally funny for different reasons.
Okay. Remind me the plot of Lend Me a Tenor. Is that?
Geez. It's been so long, I can barely remember it myself. But again, it was the premise of a famous opera tenor, Tito Morelli, and his wife Maria. They're both Italian, of course, and they both have this volatile, loving relationship, but very volatile.
Okay.
So they're constantly calling each other names and getting into fights and then making up, and so they're wonderful characters. And then there's the character of Saunders, who is the producer, and his assistant Max, who is married to his daughter, who is about to have a baby. And the assistant also has desires to become a tenor.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of friction between the son-in-law and the father-in-law.
Gotcha.
Saunders is kind of a bossy guy.
So the end of Lend Me a Tenor does it lead to believe that there is this sequel out there?
No, and I don't think Ken Ludwig expected to write a sequel. but in 1990, there was a very well-known concert with Luciano Pavarotti. The other names escape me right now, and it has sold more albums than any other classical albums. And so when he heard about that, it kind of brought him back to and he's a big opera fan, and it brought him back to Lend Me a Tenor, and he thought, why not bring those characters back a few years later? It's 1936, and they're in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the setting of the play, 1936 Paris.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did see the Eiffel Tower out the window over there.
Yes.
So great set design by Carl Sprague.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful man.
Yes. So, and yeah, pretty excited?
Yeah, I'm real excited.
All right. We got a few people here waiting, but we've got a little ways to showtime. But thank you.
Thanks you, Mike.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
So, it was nice to have a moment there with Christine, the director of the show. I'm just going to check something real quick. We're good here. Excellent. So, doors are opening right behind me here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this over here. Let me find this. I'll just borrow it like this. Ha! There we go. So remember last time I did this, and so we've got Peter Langstaff is in it. He is Tito Morelli, so he is he's the original character right here from Lend Me a Tenor. We've got Rick Howe in it, who's Henry Saunders. We've got Max playing Max. Ooh, that should be interesting. My good friend Anna Anderson over here playing Mimi, and we've got up here Renetta, and we've playing Tatiana, I think is how you say it. I don't know these names. And we got Ethan here playing Carlo, and Yvonne playing Maria. So we've got quite a good cast of men and women. So looks pretty good. And of course, we're going to try and chat with some of them afterwards. And exciting. So, Kamiya Tenors. It is, as Christine mentioned, a sequel to Lend Me a Tenor. So I'll just go down the list here. It was directed by Christine Decker, set designed by Carl Sprague, who is a member of the team who did the set design for La La Land. He did some set design concepts, some drawings and things like that. So pretty cool. He does a lot of work with Oldcastle. Been here for 30 years. He's going to do the next show, Broadway Bound. He did one of the sets for last year, A City Conversation. So a really cool guy and really well-known guy too. We have some costumes again by Ursula. I believe she did the comedy about the Gone with the Wind play earlier. The name escapes me about it, but she did that earlier in the year. Lighting design by Scott Cayley. Sound design by Corey Wee. Hey, Stu Hurd there. He's here tonight, town manager. And we have some stage management, of course, by Gary Allan Poe. He's been here most of the season this year, so it seems like he really loves to do that, and he's a really good stage manager. And I already went over the cast with you. Setting is a the living room of a hotel suite in Paris of 1936. And yeah, one intermission per usual. So really good show here at Oldcastle. And this runs, tonight is opening night, of course. Today is August 18th. This will run through, I believe, Labor Day weekend is the last weekend, so September 3rd it will close. And then Broadway Bound will open on September 15th, if my dates are correct. And that will run until the first weekend in October. Yes. I'm just going to turn down my microphone here. It looks like I'm a little loud to you guys. I'm sorry. Ooh, excuse me. So, let's see if I can find anyone to chat with here before the play starts. But it's only 7 o'clock. We're early. So, about this. So, Christine, director, mentioned that there's a lot of some fight scenes and some other things in here. I'm reading there's a fight choreographer they hired. There's some music consultants. Jana, who is over there, is a music consultant. Maybe we can talk with her. And Lynn Sweet. Costumes and props artisans, my cousins, Jennifer and Kristen Marcoux. We have a sound consultant, Spencer Sweet. We have a fight captain. Ooh, man. And that was Ethan, who's actually also in the show. So that's cool. I think so, right? Ethan bought it? Yes, so he's in the show. So he's fight coordinator and he's in the show. That's pretty cool. Hair. We have people for hair. And running crew is also my cousin. So that's pretty cool. So I'll read a little note here from the director. It's in the program, so when you come, the program's right here. There's a note from Christine Decker, who we just chatted with. The note reads at the end here, it says, many years ago I had the opportunity to perform in Lend Me a Tenor with a dear man, Frank Latson. Latson, I hope I said the name right. Frank showed me how to look for love, whether acting, singing, or directing. Underneath every good farce is love. Farce celebrates the audience, and I hope you fall in love. So that's a little note from the director in here. So hopefully by the end of the show, you're falling in love with it and really have a good time. So a lot of people are reserved seats tonight, so it looks like a good audience. Funny, laughing, and everything. See if maybe we can get Jana over here, maybe. Hey, Jana. Do you have a minute? No? Yes. Okay. Maybe she does. We'll talk a little bit about music consulting here. So she has something she's involved with this play. So we'll get her take on this. She's coming. All right. We go, Jana. So I saw in the program that you are a music consultant.
I am one of the music consultants.
Yes, with Lynn Sweet. So talk to me about that. There's some singing and fighting and all this stuff.
There's some singing. I'm only involved with the singing, not the fighting.
Right, not the fighting.
I help the guys with the how to sing Italian, how to sing it.
Okay.
I don't speak Italian, I sing Italian.
Ooh.
Which is,
Right.
we kind of destroy the language when we sing it. So my job was to help them with the pronunciation and how to put them on the line and how to match it up with the music. And I also I'm their vocal warm-up coach.
Excellent. Well,
Yes,
good.
it's very fun.
Good. So usually just kind of like you didn't have a whole direct involvement. Some shows we talk to you guys, but now you do.
Now I'm directly involved.
Yes.
Now I show up. I'm
Excellent.
actually on the schedule before the show, so it's like I'm very fancy.
So some warm-ups, do, re, mi, fa, sol.
No, we do things like Bella Signora. It could be Bella Signora. So, warm the voice.
Perhaps you could teach me some of that.
Happily. It's very fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I won't let you take too much
my
time
line is
here.
going.
You have a ticket line, so
I have a ticket line.
you're
I'm
ticket
trying to
duty
do a little
tonight.
bit of
So,
everything tonight.
all right. So Cheyenne's not here, but you're welcome. So Jana, they're doing some music consulting. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to see that they do take things seriously here when you need a fight choreographer or a proper hair person or a proper costume person or some singing. We have the right people to go to here, even in town. Don't have to go anywhere else and look for them. So that's really cool. Seeing some people pop in here, and everyone is coming in. Really nice. So maybe Mr. Pearson will walk by and we'll get him going. We'll ask him a few questions. So, some of these actors you have seen before on stage, of course. Peter Langstaff, Rick Howe has been in a number of shows. So, really exciting. So the next show, Broadway Bound, does start in October. I know I'm saying this, repeating there. I'm just waiting for hopefully someone, Mr. Pearson, to walk by. We'll give him that. If not, we'll cut it early here. No sense in just chit-chatting. But don't forget, if you do come to the show here, the buy one, get one free night is this Wednesday. So that's a lot of fun to do. Someone's walking up. Oh, Mr. Silver. How are you?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Good. You excited for the show?
I'm very excited.
Very excited for the show? Me too. I'm talking.
Are you live?
Oh, I'm live. I'm live. You want to be on? You want to say something?
All right.
No? Here you go. What do you got to say?
I'm looking forward to seeing my friend Anna.
I said, yep.
in this
Anna,
show.
yes.
Anna and I did a show together.
Yes.
Here.
Been in a show with her too
A
myself.
couple of years ago.
Yep.
Called Black Comedy.
That's right. Yes. I was in a little lesser show called The Big Bad Wolf's Revenge, I believe is what it was. Mr. Foley wrote it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a kid's show. So
Yeah. No.
yeah. So yes.
So I'm looking forward to this, and it's just always a pleasure to come to the Oldcastle
It
opening
is.
night.
Absolutely. Opening night. Very.
We got the ladies
Yep.
for lunch.
Yep. I believe South Street is doing the food tonight.
Oh, nice.
I think that. Yep. So.
Very good.
What are you involved with? Are you in any
Not at-
shows?
no. I did audition for was Vanya and Sonia and
yep.
Masha and Spike, and Didn't get it.
That happens. You know,
That happens.
happens more often than a yes.
They wanted me to be a 58-year-old gay man. 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
That's true.
I'm 58.
Yeah, you
But
had
my
one
good
of
friend
them.
Tom Ferguson got the role. So I'm
Oh, good.
very excited for that. He's
Excellent.
actually delaying his equity.
To do this role.
Ah,
that's really cool.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, we will let you in a little secret. His husband is a director.
That's
so
true.
so
Nepotism? No, he is a 58-year-old gay man. So there you go.
Well, you only have one.
I only have one of the two.
One of the two. He got 2 of the 2. Okay, I see that there.
That's wonderful.
So,
If I knew he was eligible, I wouldn't have even
Right.
auditioned.
Right.
He's perfect for the role.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that, but I did go to the Dorset last night. I don't know if I should plug another show. It's closing
hey.
tomorrow. It's called The Legend of Georgia McBride.
This is with the Dorset Theater Festival.
Yes,
Okay.
professionals.
Yep. The professionals.
Oh my
We're also
God.
here for professionals too.
What?
So
What a show! It's a drag show. It's a show about
Yeah.
drag
Oh.
queens.
I have no idea. So
I don't either.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I did want to
just
go
an
see The
amazing
Hound of
production.
Baskervilles. I heard that was very good. I didn't get to see that, but
I'm sure Sally Sugarman saw that.
I'm sure well, that's true. She's a Sherlock fan. That's
She's a
true.
Sherlock fan.
Yes, this is true. So, you're friends with Peter and Rick, though. So not just Anna, you're excited to see, but some other folks.
That's right.
Do you know all of the people in the cast, or no? I can bring
I
out my
know
handy
Peter.
dandy board here.
I do know Peter.
Yep, Peter, Rick.
I've
Anna?
seen him.
Okay.
He was in King John.
That's right. Okay.
I've seen her.
Up there. Yep.
She was in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Okay. Excellent.
And of course, I've worked with Peter and with
Anna.
Rick and Anna.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
love these people, and this is just going to be a romp.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna be laughing in our
So you
seats.
got to laugh.
Yes. Hopefully, the woman from Hello.
Thanks, Mom. This is my mom, Miriam.
She's also a great actress too.
She is.
She is.
where I get it.
Hopefully, we don't have the woman from the first show that was laughing so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Disconcerting.
Well, hey, you're having a good time. You get really involved. So, but are you ready? All right. I'll see you in there.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Good chatting with you. Good chatting with you. So, good friend there, Dan Silver. So, I should also mention, speaking of the food, South Street is the caterer tonight. And when you do come in, as more and more people are, you can see the crowd behind me. We're going to have a good show, a good audience tonight. There is the Wunderbar, which is usually right where I am, right here. But I had to skirt over in the corner here, which is great. I like this corner. And the Wunderbar is way yonder, way over there. So, you can get some beer and wine before the show and enjoy and come socialize with your friends and then go see a good show. So, yeah, let's see if anyone has walked out. Nope, a lot of people waiting in line, though. Excellent. Excellent. You can see there. So, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. I mean, I have seen a few Ken Ludwig shows, like Christine Decker mentioned Fox on the Fairway, which is actually really good. If you're a golf person, you love golf. It actually takes place at a golf course inside the clubhouse. Very funny play. I remember roaring in my seat. I very could roar in my seat tonight too. So who knows? But lots of people filling in, checking out everything, tickets and stuff. A lot of reserved seats tonight, so that's good. Just gonna turn down my microphone here. So, for those of you maybe just joining in or whatever, tuning in, this is a comedy of tenors at Oldcastle Theater. It is opening night tonight, and we are here. We'll be here live afterwards with the actors, a few actors. Maybe we'll get a few pieces from some audience members or whatever who thought it was really good. And yeah, so just about that time to depart off, but I'll just run over this again. Kamiya Tenors, opening night is tonight. It runs through Labor Day weekend, which is September 3rd. It's the closing day. The BOGO night is this Wednesday. And of course, for information on the box office, you can call them, oh gosh, 447-0564, I believe is the number. Don't quote me on that, but try it. And if it's not right, then it's my fault. So Kamiya Tenors, really funny. Next show is Broadway Bound by Neil Simon. That's also going to be a fun show. It was originally going to be Equus, but there was a scheduling conflict with some of the actors, so they had to switch it around. Oh, someone's opening the door. Is it Mr. Peterson? Is the question. It is. Oh, Mr. Peterson. He always has to come say hi at least. Just at least.
Well, Mike, it's so good to see you
Oh,
here.
I know.
I had no idea.
Right. This bright light is, what is
Wow.
this? Woo.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm good, good. So you had a little...
Nobody ever interviews you
Oh.
on these things. So tell us, Mike, what have you been doing recently? I see you all over Cat TV.
All
You do
over.
really
It's
funny, clever things.
Too much of me.
No?
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we had some fun with the Colonial Man a little bit there. That was fun. Yeah,
Like that.
enjoyed that. I think
Like that.
we'll bring him back next year.
I like the calendar, how you do that. The
calendar, that's fun. Yep.
Makes it more fun to
Yes.
to
Are
view.
always open to suggestions on how to make that better in terms of not stale. So,
Well, that's always the thing with any comedy. With that,
Right.
you know this. With
Oh.
you get an idea, you go with it. The second time, you can
Yeah.
tweak it a little bit. Sometimes, usually make it better. It's that fifth and sixth time that you figure, how many times can I go to
True.
this well?
True. The well runs dry
Well,
pretty
the
quickly. So
The well can run
you've
dry.
had a break. No directing this show.
No, it's
Have-
been not. Well, I've done I've directed a couple of readings in the last
Okay.
few weeks. One, I'm excited about all of them. But one is a play by Phil Lance, who's acted with us for
Okay.
35 years or whatever, and it's set in Albany.
Yep.
Three couples, all of whom are connected to New York State politics.
Yep. It was a great
So
reading.
you were there.
It was.
That's
It
right.
was.
And
It was
then
a really good.
we did a reading just last week.
Yep.
Without an audience, we just did it.
Oh, so you reread it. Got
But
it.
John Foley, who last year was the music director for Big River,
Mm-hmm.
has written a play set in Vermont at a town meeting in a fictitious Vermont.
We
town.
do love town meetings here in Vermont.
We
do.
And it's very funny play.
Oh, good.
It's a very
I'd be
funny
interested
play.
to read that.
And we had
especially from our perspective. We cover town
Yes,
meeting day.
yes, you would particularly
I think that'd be really
enjoy
funny.
this. I'm hoping that'll. I've seen now 3 drafts of it, I guess, and this draft was a huge improvement, and we learned a lot. John learned a lot at the reading, so I'm anxious to see
The next one.
draft.
Well, yeah, I really loved the Phil's play.
Yes,
And I thought, boy, you could just perform it as is. It was just so good, just reading.
it's very well.
And Mr. Foley's character, teacher of mine, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he cannot be that mean. He's not allowed to be that mean. So,
Well, we
but
came up with a number. Phil's been working on it, doing quite a bit more rewriting since the reading, and I think it's going to be even better. So
excellent.
That's an exciting play.
Excellent.
And
So,
this play.
Oh.
Did you interview Carl?
I did quickly with Carl, and I did get Christine.
Oh, good.
I didn't get Carl live on here. I got him before because he had to run. So,
okay.
but yes.
Carl is a fabulous set designer, and we usually give him rooms, big rooms, fancy rooms, really nice rooms. And this is a hotel room in Paris in 1939. And
Six.
He's
That's what
1936. Thank you.
Christine told me.
Yes.
Yep. There we go. Yep.
And he's done just a fabulous job.
It's really good.
And
yes.
He's extremely talented. Does a lot
And
of movie work.
I made the mistake of saying that he won the Oscar. He was part of the group that won
Part
the
of the group,
Oscar.
yes.
So I was like, oh boy, well, messed that up. So, but still, really cool to be part of the group from La La
Absolutely.
Land. You said he's working on.
He designed
Woody Allen's-
the 6-part series that Woody Allen did for, I think it was Netflix.
I think it is. Yeah, I remember hearing.
Elaine May is part of that, and
Isn't Emma Stone in that?
actually, I'll let you in on a little insight.
Oh,
thing Carl told
yes.
me, That they did the pilot, and they basically said to Carl, "Expense is no issue."
Oh, hey.
And they finished the pilot, and of course they bought 6, and so then he had 5 more to do, and they came to him and said, "The money's gone. You have to be ready." So on the next 5, you can't spend any money. So Carl said it was a great deal of fun to work on the first one,
Right.
and a lot more work to work on the next.
Oh,
the next several.
Jeez, well, that's not fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good surprises. I mean, well, not good surprises.
No,
but, yeah.
but surprises.
Yeah, surprises.
Not the kind of surprises one wants to have.
No. So, I mean, we've just finished up the commercials. Well, I guess we can plug those. That if you haven't watched them, the downtown commercials, get a lot of good feedback from them.
I've gotten a lot of good feedback. Have you?
Yeah, everyone I've heard has been said they've enjoyed seeing them.
And it's
I've
great.
yet to see them on TV yet.
They're running them. We did 2 30-second spots, but they have also been kind enough to give us additional times running them. So they cut them down to 10 seconds and 15 seconds.
I haven't seen
so
those.
So there's a 10-second version, a 15-second, and a 30-second version of both of them. So they show up frequently on channels 10 and 23.
Excellent.
So
Well, yeah, I'll really have to tune in and watch because I haven't seen them.
Scrolling by one of those channels, stop periodically and check out the commercials. And exciting things are happening in downtown Bennington. You were at the governor's awarding
$1
$1 million yesterday.
Very exciting.
That was very, very exciting. Of course, we're in the middle of the coming development, and we're extremely excited about that.
Yes. I think it's going to be great for Oldcastle to be right here in the middle. And just,
Best thing to happen to downtown Bennington in my lifetime.
Aren't you glad you didn't go somewhere else when you moved to Oldcastle around?
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah. If only you could have a crystal ball, be like, yes, this would be a good decision.
Yes.
Yes. So
it's turning out well.
So are you directing Broadway Bound?
I am.
Okay. So you finish off the season with a bang.
I love that play. Actually, it's one of the few times I will direct a play for a second time. And I've only directed one play 3 times. That's Glass Menagerie. So this will be the second time with Broadway Bound, and it's very funny. It's Neil Simon, so you know it's a very funny play.
Yes.
But it's also tender and touching, and it's a family story. It's heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time. Beautiful. Beautiful play.
That's difficult to put it that way.
I think it may be his best play.
Interesting.
And if it's not, I say this sometimes.
Odd Couple.
If it's not his best play, it's the second best play. So.
Well, Odd Couple's not like heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time.
Odd Couple's very funny, though.
It is.
It's more than funny. It's 2 guys going through a divorce. It's
yes.
And it's based on his brother.
I had no idea about that. No.
Actually, his brother Danny, who is a character in Broadway Bound under a different name, is called Stan. But Danny was going through a divorce, and he and another fellow who was going through a divorce moved in together, became roommates, and Danny wrote 12 or 15 pages of a play, and then got blocked and couldn't write anymore, and he gave the outline of his play to his younger brother Neil, and Neil Simon wrote The Odd Couple.
Wow.
Danny got...
That's funny.
Danny got, I think, 6% of the royalties. But Neil Simon made an enormous mistake with The Odd Couple. He gave up all his rights before the television series.
Oh,
and it's now been a television series 3 times.
Yes, it has been.
So I don't know how much money he would have.
Oh, wow, that's right.
Neil Simon's okay. We're not going to do a benefit for him. He'll be fine. Don't
true.
worry. But that was not one of his better decisions.
Yeah. Well, still, having been in Odd Couple, I've enjoyed it.
It's a funny
play.
It's a funny play. You've played Woody Allen. Basically.
I've played Woody Allen.
And you've been in a Neil Simon play.
I've been around.
You've been around.
So, yes.
You played a colonial guy.
Colonial man. Yeah, I've been here and there and everywhere. So.
Well, we're glad you're here. We love it when Cat TV comes to our openings. This show is running through September 3rd. It's very, very funny. Ken Ludwig is keeping the American farce alive all by himself. This is an exceedingly funny play. You can forget your troubles. Just come, sit down,
laugh for 2 hours.
And laugh for 2 hours in an air-conditioned theater, and we sell wine. What more could one ask?
Checking off the list.
Got them all.
Got them all.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, thank you, Mr. Peterson.
Take care.
You too. Have a good opening night.
Thank you.
Welcome. Well, you'll be still doing the announcement, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. Whew, things don't change around here. Good. Traditions. Got to keep them alive. So, we got Mr. Peterson there. It's almost showtime. Sorry to bore you through the parts that not much was going on, but you wait for those people to walk on by, so we got them. And we'll be back about 2 hours. So I'm going to say about 9:45. We'll be back with the actors, a few actors, and chit chat with them. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Carlo
Nucci.
Excellent. Well, nice to meet you.
Yes, very nice
And
to meet you. Ethan in real life.
Ethan in real life. Carlo, Ethan. So, first time at Oldcastle?
Second show. It's been 2 years since I was last here. Last appeared in Lion and Winter.
That's right. Okay, Lion and
which
Winter.
would have been the next slot show and the fall show.
Excellent.
2 years ago.
Well, good to have you back.
I'm very happy.
I thought you did a great job.
Thank you very much. I really
I have to say off the bat, just your look and the way you move, you remind me of our new Spider-Man guy.
Oh,
see?
Funny you say that, though, because a few reasons. One of my best friends just recently said the same thing, and I take it as the highest compliment because I used to live in Philadelphia, and when I was there, I was working in a sushi restaurant. And I told them that I was leaving to go to New York to become an actor, and the sushi chef Zama there told me, he said, "You got to be the next Spider-Man." So the fact that the likeness is there, I'll take it.
It's very much there. Yes, it's very funny. So.
Thank you.
Very funny play.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. All the ins and outs and stuff. I mean, talk to me about your role, how you went through rehearsals and everything.
I mean, farce is always a challenge in and of itself. It becomes like choreographing a huge dance.
Sure.
Because it's once it starts, there's no stopping, and it just moves and it moves. So the first week, I mean, we really just dove right in and kind of faced any of the problems that arose head on, and things really developed over the first week, and then we didn't get on the set until last week, which changed everything completely.
Right.
Because once you introduce doors and stairs and actually leaping off pretend balconies and stuff, it changes everything. But it's such a rewarding experience. I mean, any rehearsal process, I always find when you get to this night, it is generally very rewarding. But especially with comedy, the last thing that's always put in place is the audience.
Absolutely.
And so
we're ready for the audience.
We were so ready, and tonight to have it was just wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're here for the run. Are you? You're not involved in any other?
I'm not.
Broadway bound? Not sure.
No, I'm not doing Broadway bound. I have a project actually lined up next in Troy, New York.
Oh, cool.
Not far from here.
Not far at all.
That I'm excited to be working on.
So that's after this?
That's after this. I mean, I've started rehearsals for it, but it won't be. Those performances aren't until later into the fall.
Awesome. So you live in New York and everything?
I live in Massachusetts now, but I operate in and out of New York. Cool. I was actually just in Julius Caesar down at the Public. That big production.
That's always big down there.
Yeah, well, and it was what an experience. I mean, just to be at the Delacorte is a dream come true, and then all the publicity and nonsense that came at us.
So who were you in Julius Caesar?
I was just in the ensemble.
Okay.
But I mean, it felt like such an important production to be a part of in the face of everything we were coming up against.
You take that small part just to be there.
Certainly. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then all the protesting that happened and the people interrupting the show and stuff. To have your art really come up against in the face of adversity, it really reminds you of why it's so important that we do what we do.
Absolutely. Well, good. So you're excited to be here and everything?
So excited. I'm so excited that the show's open. I can't wait to be running. I'm so happy that we got through the song tonight. No problems whatsoever.
I thought you guys did good. Harmony was pretty good.
We act our way through it.
That's right. Well, you had Janet help you.
Oh, yes.
Janet is. She's over there somewhere.
Yep. And we couldn't have done it without her. Janet was great. She warmed us up all the time. We had a few people come in and work with us on lyrics and stuff, but eventually you just got to kind of take it and own it.
Especially Italian, it's...
It's singing it. Speaking Italian's one thing. Singing, forget about it.
That's exactly what she said.
Forget about it. So,
well, good. Well, get out there and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for taking a few minutes. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. So that was Ethan. And he was playing Carlo. So the character Carlo, is a famous young singer. Let me turn down my audio here. It seems like a lot of people peeking around. There we go. All right. So Carlo is actually this young, also famous singer, and everyone's crazy about him as the character Tito is much older, and there's kind of a little conflict there. Anna Anderson's character, Mimi, is also involved in that as well. A lot of ins and outs. I should also mention that Peter Langstaff, who plays Tito, also plays another part. So if you come, you'll understand why he plays two parts. It adds a lot of humor to the scenario. As we were saying, characters are coming in one door, out the other, one bedroom to another bedroom, to outside, coming back, off the balcony. A lot of fun. Movement is there, some singing, there's some fighting. It's a very high-octane, fun comedy. I enjoyed myself, laughing throughout. There's love. It's very funny. So I was thoroughly impressed with it. So all right. I'm just talking to myself over here, but great to have you. Yeah.
It's called wig cap hair.
Wig cap hair. Yes. I would say your hair is definitely. I was like, you're blonde, so I was like, yeah. So, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Nice. I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Yvonne. So you played. Let me my script
Maria.
here. Maria, thank you.
Maria Morelli.
Maria Morelli. So, first time Oldcastle or?
No, I've done 3 shows here,
Awesome.
but I haven't worked here in 9 years.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah.
You
First
excited
time
to be
in the
back?
new space.
Yes. So what'd you think? Good opening night
Yeah,
for you?
really nice. I like the space. I love
Excellent.
the intimacy of it.
It is
Yeah,
really
the old
nice.
space was a bigger sort of proscenium. And
It was.
This
This is really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So what'd you go through for your rehearsal process? Anything special to getting ready for your part or anything?
well, my grandmother's Sicilian, so
That helps.
I'm a half Italian.
That helps.
I don't look it with
Right.
blonde hair, but I am. So
Right.
it was really fun for me to sort
Awesome.
of tap into parts of my childhood, things I feel like I grew up Italian, so
Awesome.
I really understand. Actually, didn't have to do much research at all. I really understand how these people work,
That's
and
nice.
they show their affection in a different way
Right.
than
You have a great cast to work with.
Lovely cast.
Have you worked with anyone before?
Ethan, who plays Carlo.
Yep.
I've done 2 or 3 other shows with him.
Oh, cool.
But mostly Shakespeare.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
it's a different
he
kind
was
of
mentioning
show.
Julius Caesar a minute ago. So
Yeah, I wasn't in Julius
Yeah.
Caesar with him, but Ethan, I think this is the 3rd time that he has played my son-in-law.
It just keeps coming then.
He's coming. We did Romeo and Juliet together last
Okay.
summer. He played Romeo and I was Lady Capulet.
Oh, that's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. So
That's fun. He would make a good Romeo. I
Yeah,
feel
he was
like.
great. He was really
I did
lovely.
tell him. I said he reminds me of the new Spider-Man.
oh, really?
Yes.
Haven't seen it. So
Yeah,
he's got that kind of bouncy
His
energy.
mannerisms is
Yeah.
very So if you do see that movie, the new one, Homecoming, I think
Okay.
you'll mind you. So, but anyways,
Okay.
so anything upcoming for you in the next?
Well, I'm in Albany most of the time,
Okay.
so I'm doing a show later on this season at Capitol Repertory Theater. I'll
Awesome.
be doing a Noel Coward play called Blythe Spirit.
Awesome.
So-
Blythe Spirits?
Blythe Spirits,
I was
yeah.
in that last year up at Dorset Players.
Oh,
yes.
great. Good
I
for
played.
you.
I was the old Dr. Bradman.
You get out.
Yes, I can show you a picture. They fatten me up every night and
Wow.
white my hair. I grew.
We're gonna really get an old guy
I
in
grew a
ours,
mustache.
probably.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. Long story there. Yes. So.
That's funny.
But yes, that is.
It's a fun play.
It
so
is
you
a fun
know.
play.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be playing Elvira. Yeah.
You'll have fun with that. Yes, that is a fun play. Great
I don't know.
set.
I
too.
always play the catty characters. I don't know what that's about. I don't understand. I'm so sweet.
But that's exciting. So when's that open?
That will be in March.
Awesome. Oh, so you'll
Yeah.
old time.
Yeah, I'll be directing for Theater Voices in Albany later on this fall.
cool.
A
Awesome.
new play called RX, and then I teach at Skidmore College.
Okay,
I'm
so
adjunct in the
you're
theater
local.
department.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good to have you back. Thank you for taking a few moments.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the night. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So that's really cool. A nice local here. That was Yvonne, and she played Maria, the wife of Tito, or Peter Langstaff. So we have a few others over here. My friend Anna, maybe we can get her when she's done there, but she's chit-chatting, so we'll wait a minute. But really cool. So, yeah. I think it was a great opening night. You know, there's always some opening night jitters, and those things kind of iron themselves out. But you find that with any production you go to. So I thought it was very fun. I think most people would enjoy this. You want to come in and have a laugh. I think it's a great play for a laugh. And if you enjoy multiple personalities and those kind of things, not multiple personalities, but a person playing multiple roles, and how that person playing multiple roles, it creates a very funny situation with old friends come into play. People are in and out of the show. So basically, they're putting on this big, great concert. The three tenors, they're calling it, Comedy of Tenors. These three tenors, they're putting on this great show in Paris for 30,000 people. And of course, you have those bumps in the road, those funny bumps in the road. Nothing can go wrong, right? Now it does, trust me. But you as the audience member would enjoy what goes wrong. Trust me, you would enjoy this. So, you come for a little bit, sit down, enjoy the atmosphere in Oldcastle, enjoy the play. The set is fantastic, really well done by Carl. And of course, he'll be doing the next set, Broadway Bound, the next play, which I made an error. It doesn't open on September 15th. It opens on September 29th and runs through October 15th. So we'll be back at the end of September. So that's hard to believe, 5 weeks away, but that'll be here before we know it. And we'll be here for the closer for Oldcastle season. And of course, they have some great things coming up off-season. Holiday show. They've got comedians coming, singers coming, the burlesque comes. So there's a lot of stuff still going on at Oldcastle in their off-season. So exciting. Maybe we can find Anna. She's leaving. Anna, would you leave? Were you leaving?
Wait, I'm gonna just do something outside quickly.
All right. Anyways, she doesn't want to talk. Such is the way with actors these days. They don't want to talk. You want chit-chat? That's what I like. Someone who wants to talk. That's right. Anna doesn't know what she's missing. How are you?
I'm good. How
I'm
are
Mike.
You? I'm Renata.
Nice to meet you. See, I wouldn't have gotten that right. Renata. Okay.
Renata,
Well,
yeah.
pleasure to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great Russian accent.
I tried.
Sorry, hold on. Your character's name, I forgot. Let's see.
Tatiana Racon.
I'll let you say it.
Tatiana Racon.
So, have you been at Oldcastle before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
The last
Great.
time I was at Oldcastle, I was in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and I played Maggie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Silver told me that. He enjoyed your performance at Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
cool. I'm glad you saw that.
So,
Years ago.
yes. You danced. I don't know if I saw it though.
Maybe you did.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You'd have to. What year was
in
it?
the audience.
What year was it?
Geez, oh my gosh, I feel like it's been an eternity.
Quiz, yeah. Quiz time.
I'll take 2014.
2014? I might have actually seen it then. Yeah. Well, no. Anyways, I don't think I was living here in 2014. So, anyways,
Totally cool.
another story. So your character, what anything unique about stepping into this role? Your rehearsal procedures?
Yeah, totally. What I love about Oldcastle Theater is that they're just a great theater, and Eric Peterson is such a good artistic director.
Oh yes, he is.
He's always willing to colorblind cast me because he believes in my talents and knows that I can do accents and I'm good at this stuff. So when he reached out and he was like, "Hey, do you want to play a Russian woman?" I was like, "Yes, I do."
Please.
So yeah, it's just a fun show. We're all being super silly. It's like very SNL in style.
Right.
So it's just a good time at the theater.
Right.
And Tatiana is kind of this like over the top Russian opera
I was wondering when you were going to come. I was like, we still need one more character to come through.
It's a
Where is
surprise
she
in the
coming?
second act, right?
And boom. But yeah, you could tell from the moment Rick comes out and he's teetering around and he's doing this and that. It's like, it's very
it
fun.
has that, like,
yes.
Farce is, like we're tripping,
Exactly.
It's fun and
I love the, with farces, in one door, out the other.
exactly.
Someone, boom,
There's
boom, 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 boom.
breaking 100 doors and
Very
so
funny.
It's fun and this cast is really collaborative. Everyone's extremely creative and Christine Decker, our director, she believed in us from day one. She was just like, I know you guys can do this. She let us be super creative and come up with things, and it was an ensemble feel from the top.
And that's where the best work comes from.
Yeah,
When
totally.
you're allowed to just be free and
really,
explore.
Yeah, really fun. I think people will really enjoy this show. So please come out.
Very fun. Very funny, yes. I enjoyed it. It was very funny, chuckling throughout. So,
there we go. Good. I'm glad.
Have you Any future projects coming up?
Yeah, I'm actually doing In the Heights for the third time at the West Coast Black Theater Troupe in Sarasota. So it's a
Florida?
really cool, Florida. So it's a really cool theater company down
See,
there.
it confused me when you said West Coast and then you went Sarasota. I'm like,
yeah,
West Coast,
you're
Florida.
Like, Florida.
Yeah, I got
not
it. Okay.
Cali.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought so.
So I'll be playing Daniela there, which is fun because it's another accent, you know. So I put my Latina on, you know, be a hairdresser. But so it's fun, you know.
Awesome. When's that start?
That will start. I start rehearsals September 12th. So this closes September 3rd. Please come out.
Please come out. Labor Day weekend.
And then that starts September 12th rehearsal period, but it runs like October 19th through November 19th. So it's a it's like a nice.
Awesome.
It's really nice.
So you are traveling around. Where are you based out of?
I was based out of New York. Right now, I'm living in Florida. My husband and I have a
so you're
coffee
going back home. Oh,
yeah,
cool. A coffee company.
Yeah, we have a coffee company called East Lick Coffee. It's our last name. And so we're consulting with people down in Florida. So for right now, for the time being, we're there, you know, but we'll probably end up back in New York anyway. But
Florida's nice.
Yeah, Florida's
especially in the
great.
winter time.
Yeah, I was raised in Miami. And my husband's from the Tampa Bay area. So we're staying in like the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg
nice area.
kind of areas. And there's great theater companies there like American Stage and Free Fall, you know, so it's like it has a great thriving theater community as well.
That's good.
You know, so it's cool for the snowbirds.
Yeah, it's true. We're lucky up here. We do have a thriving area.
Right,
so
it's great. Dorset. Bye, honey. Thanks for coming. Yeah, there's a bunch of theater up here too, which is really cool, you know, to explore like all the little spots or the big spots here.
Well, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank
so,
you.
Anything beyond that for next year, or just taking it one project at a time?
Yeah, just taking it one step at a time.
Good.
One contract at a time.
That's right. Can't get too many accents in the book, right?
It's like I'll become a dialect coach at the end of my lifetime. Suddenly I'm like 82.
Right.
Like, I'm the star.
You need a Russian? I got you right here. You need a Latino? I got you.
You need a Brazilian accent? I got it. Anything. Just let me know.
Consult the book.
Because I also do voiceover work as well.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
I did. I played. I don't play. Yes, I do, but not literally. Kavira in Rainbow Six Siege.
Right. I read your bio. Somewhere said that you've been in. What's the game though?
Yeah, Tom Clancy's.
Thank you. That's it.
Rainbow Six Siege.
So wow. So people, video gamers out there, you know this girl.
Kavira.
Boom. The voice right here. Can you provide a little bit of voice?
I'll try to be like,
okay, here we go.
Talk. When you're put on the spot, you feel
I'm sorry. I'll turn away.
That's fine. I think that's the best I'll be able to do because I'll start cracking
That's pretty
up.
cool though. So Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Yep.
Good. I think I've definitely even
I'm
definitely
sure
heard of the game.
Yeah.
If I haven't played
Angela
it.
Bassett plays the main boss.
Okay.
And it's a fun game. So if you're a gamer, check it out.
Awesome. Well, good. Well, thank
It
you
was a
so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Congratulations
Yeah,
on opening
nice
night.
meeting you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you. You're welcome.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Another great actor there. And I forgot to tell you that she did some voiceover work for a famous video game. So that's pretty cool. So we have famous video game. The set designer was part of the team for La La Land. So that's pretty cool. Part of the team. I made the mistake thinking it was just him. So that was my bad. All right, let's see who else is out here. Anna still hasn't come back. It's getting pretty small. I'll give her a few more minutes. So we'll run through this again for those of you just joining. We're here for the opening night of A Comedy of Tenors. Obviously, it's out. They had lovely treats here. Nice cookie. Good cookies from South Street. So Kamiya Tenors runs through Labor Day weekend. So make sure you get here. BOGO night is Wednesday. And for more information on tickets and all that good old stuff, you can call the box office, 447-0564, and get information on that. Fun play. Enjoy it. If you're looking for a laugh, it's a lot of fun. A lot of ins and outs for the farce. You know, there's so many doors to come in and out of the balcony, and it's really cool. Set design really well done. Lighting was very well done too. Though from where I sat, I couldn't see the Eiffel Tower out the balcony window, so I was kind of off to the right side of the stage looking. So I need to be more on the other side over here so I could see the Eiffel Tower, but I didn't get to see it, so. C'est la vie, right? I think that's French. I don't know. I think we're going to miss chit-chatting with Anna, my friend there. But anyways, so thank you all for joining us for another opening night, and we will see you next one. Don't forget, Broadway Bound, season finale. Season last play. I don't know what the proper terminology is for that. Season closer. Let's go with that. Broadway Bound, Neil Simon. That'll open September 29th and run through October 15th. So cool. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you later.